Picture this. Messi hasn't even touched the ball yet. The stadium holds its breath. The defender thinks he's done everything right. Body positioned, passing lanes cut, teammates ready to press. But then something strange happens. Messi already knows. He knows where the pressure will come from. He knows which defender will commit first. He knows which space will open and which teammate will break into it. This isn't magic. It's not luck, and it's not just raw talent. It's something every elite player develops, and something 95% of players never train. It's called scanning. The art of checking your surroundings, processing information, and predicting the future before the ball even arrives. And in this video, I will show you exactly why Messi always knows and why you don't. Yet, by the end, you will realize you've been playing blind your entire career, and how one simple habit can change everything. Most players hear the word scanning and think it just means look around a bit. But scanning isn't random. It's structured, purposeful, and perfectly timed. It means checking your shoulders every 2 to 3 seconds. It means turning your head, not just to glance, but to actually store information, like taking mental photos of the pitch. You're building a 360-degree map in your brain. Where are your teammates? Where are the defenders shifting? Which spaces are opening? Which traps are closing? Messi doesn't just react when the ball comes. He's already processed the situation in advance. By the time he receives the pass, he's got 2 or 3 options ready to go. That's why he looks so calm when defenders are swarming him. He's not improvising under pressure. He's already saw the solution before the problem even arrived. So, if scanning is so powerful, why don't most players do it? Because most of us are addicted to safety. We keep our eyes glued to the ball. It feels safe, like if we just watch the ball, we won't lose it. But this is a trap. When your eyes are stuck on the ball, you're blind to everything else. You don't see the defender closing in. You don't see the teammate making a run. You don't see the space that was open for just a half a second. By the time you finally look up, it's gone. And that's why average players panic when they receive the ball. They're always reacting late. They're always playing catch up. Messi looks effortless not because football is easier for him, but because he's already played the game in his head. The pass arrives and is calm because the decision was made seconds ago. Messi isn't the only master of this hidden skill. The greatest midfielders in history share it too. Xavi Hernandez. In his prime at Barcelona, researchers tracked him and found he scanned the pitch once every 3 seconds. Constant head turns, like a radar sweeping the field. That's why he always seemed to know exactly where to play the ball, because he already did. He wasn't guessing, he had the map before anyone else. Kevin De Bruyne, modern football's scanning king. Watch him off the ball, constant shoulder checks, analyzing half spaces, spotting runs before they happen. That's how he delivers those impossible passes. To him, they aren't impossible. He saw them early, stored them, and waited for the moment. Andres Iniesta and Luka Modric, calm in the storm. Even surrounded by 3 defenders, they always sleep out with the perfect touch or pass. That calmness doesn't come from luck, it comes from scanning. They already know where the exit door is, even before the defenders trap them. The lesson is simple. Elite vision isn't a gift from birth, it's a habit, a skill. And like any skill, it can be trained if you're willing to start. Here's the crazy part. Scanning doesn't just help you see more, it literally makes you play faster. Studies in football psychology show that players who scan make decisions up to twice as fast as those who don't. Why? Because their brain isn't starting from zero when the ball arrives. It already has a minimum of options. Think of it like using GPS. An amateur player gets the ball and only then starts looking for a route. By the time they find it, the traffic jam is already there. But Messi, he's got the map ready. He knows 3 different routes before the pass even comes. That's why he looks calm, sometimes even slow, but appearances are deceptive. While the defender is still thinking, Messi has already executed. This is why average players play in seconds, while Messi plays in milliseconds. So, how do you actually build this ability? Scanning is a skill, just like passing or dribbling. And like any skill, it needs reps. Number 1, shoulder check drills. Every 2 to 3 seconds, turn your head left and right while jogging or dribbling. Don't just move your head, actually process what you see. Where's the defender? Where's the space? Train your neck and brain to work together until scanning becomes second nature. Number 2, Color and number calls. Ask a coach or teammate to hold up numbers or colored cones around the pitch. You must call them out while receiving the ball. This forces your brain to split focus, controlling the ball while absorbing outside info. That's elite training. Number 3. Small-sided games. Play 3v3 or 4v4 in a tight space. Here, chaos is constant, and you don't survive without scanning. You will quickly learn that if you don't look up, you will lose position in seconds. Number 4. Pressure drills. Have teammates pressure you from multiple angles. Your challenge? Make the right choice based on the information you scanned before the ball arrived. Not last second panic. No blind improvisation. The real goal isn't to just look. The goal is to see, store, and act. That's the formula every pro lives by. Here's the harsh truth. Most players think they're scanning, but they're not. They turn their heads, they look around, but it doesn't actually change their game. Why? Because they fall into the same mistake over and over. Mistake number 1. The empty scan. Some players just swivel their head left and right to look like pros, but their brain doesn't process anything. If your scan doesn't change your decisions, it's useless. Mistake number 2. Scanning too late. Looking up after the ball arrives is too late. By then, the defender is on you and your options are gone. The scan has to happen before the touch. Mistake number 3. Ball watching between scans. Average players glance once, then glue their eyes back into the ball. That one look isn't enough. The picture changes every second, so your scanning has to be constant. Mistake number 4. Ignoring defenders. Some players only check where their teammates are, but if you don't see the defenders pressing from your blind side, you're finished. Messi scans attacker first, then options second. Mistake number 5. Scanning without a plan. If you don't know what you're looking for, the scan becomes random. Pros scan with intent. Where's the space? Where's the pressure? What is my next move? The point is simple. Scanning isn't about looking. It's about seeing, storing, and deciding. If your scan doesn't influence your action, it wasn't a real scan. Here's the truth. Most players try scanning once or twice in training and think it doesn't work. But the problem isn't scanning itself, it's your timing. If you look too early, the picture changes before the ball arrives. You saw something, but by the time you act, it's gone. If you look too late, you're already under pressure. Now you're reacting in panic mode. If you look without purpose, your brain doesn't save the information. It's like glancing at a book but not reading a single word of it. Messi times his scans with surgical precision, right before he receives the ball. That's when the snapshot matters most. The split second when the picture is freshest and the defender hasn't reacted yet. To fix this, practice scanning the moment your teammate is about to pass. Build the habit so your check heads are automatic and your brain locks in the latest picture. That's how you close the gap between you and the elites. So here's the truth. Messi doesn't dominate because he runs faster or because he spams skills. He dominates because he knows before you do. While you're still reacting, he's already 2 moves ahead. While your eyes are glued to the ball, he's building a mental map of the pitch. And while defenders chase shadows, he's dictating the game with his mind. That's the power of scanning. It turns football from a game of reaction into a game of prediction. And it's not exclusive to Messi, Xavi, or De Bruyne. It's a habit, a skill, something you can train. Of course, if you start today. Share this video with a teammate who never looks up when playing. Trust me, they need it. And don't forget to subscribe, because here at Football Forge, we don't just watch football, we decode it.